when Clint Eastwood comes to you and says, "Hey, do you guys want to play yourselves in a movie?" What's the reaction like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
As fast as that.
Yes, but no. The next thought is no way. Like, there's no way. Like, why are you asking us this? Like, we immediately were like, you want us to take acting class? You know we never acted before. He's like, no, 3 weeks away from shooting, we're just gonna do this.
That's kind of what it was like, yeah. Like, I just thought of that. Like, it was like, why? Why are you giving us such an opportunity? Like, why do you like us so much?
Like, why? And then, and we're literally, like I said, 3 weeks out from shooting, and we're just like, mind blown. Not only do we say yes, but we're leaving in 3 weeks, so get ready.
So tell me about coming into a film where you're working with people, I mean, real life heroes, but not actors.
Yes. Well, it's first of all, it's just very intense to meet people who have performed such a heroic thing. You know, act of heroism, I should say. So I was intimidated to meet them because I was just very humbled to be in their presence. They're very young. You know, this happened to them at a time when they were just, you know, still almost kids. So that's really intense as well. And then having them on set, being able to tell us, oh, no, that's not where I was, or I stood here and he was actually there, and then this happened. Like, the wealth of knowledge and detail about what really happened was so valuable.
And what was it like to relive what you guys went through?
Pretty fun. People think, honestly.
It was a good time. It was a blast.
It was a blast.
It really was, though, because, I mean, nobody died on the trip. It wasn't like a traumatic experience for us, and we've had a lot of good things come of it since. So really, it was just kind of like, I mean, doing it all again. It was just, it was kind of crazy and hectic because we were filming on a train. But as far as like flashbacks or PTSD, I mean, we've been very lucky with that.
It's like the final closing of the chapter.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's blossomed such a positive thing, like, so it's like something we're look back on and we're thankful for.
And so what sort of contact did you have with the real woman that you play?
I have not met Heidi Skarlatos yet. Yes. So they couldn't arrange for us to meet. So I had to pepper her son, Alek, with questions about her and what is she like. And when I spoke to Clint Eastwood about it, he told us that the thing he was most interested in capturing was an authentic emotional journey. And so I asked a lot of questions in that way. So he said, you know, rather than focus on getting her mannerisms, you know, like that sort of impersonation of her, it's more important that we tell her correct emotional story. So I would ask Alek, like, so when a teacher would call her into the principal's office, what was she like? Was she fiery? Was she more subdued? Did she stir up, you know, did she think about things internally? Was she an extrovert? So really trying to learn about, like, how did this woman process things?
And speaking of Clint Eastwood, what was that experience like?
Clint Eastwood is a dream. He's an absolute dream to work for. He is warm and funny and kind and gives great direction.
So what was it like working with him?
Honestly, it was just so much fun. He's so down to earth, and he kind of puts you at ease. He doesn't like stress on his sets at all. I mean, there's no action or cut or anything like that, but I think more importantly for us, not being actors, is he put us in the same situations, the same clothes. Most of the filming we did on location, so it was almost like we were just reliving the same trip again. I'm trying to get it as accurate as we could get it, and it was just, honestly, just a lot of fun to do the same trip again with Clint Eastwood and your two best friends.
What about you guys?
I mean, yeah, he just made it very, very easy for us. And he's so chill and mellow. He can get down on anyone's level. And everything he says is like a gem of knowledge. And so you like hold on to every word. Like now I would just catch myself like looking at him a lot of times and just trying to enjoy the time I had with him because I knew like what an honor it was just to really be around him because he's everything and more that you think he is.
Yeah, like just like the guy said, he spent a lot of time with us outside of the set, and he didn't have to do that. And he kind of mentored us through everything. And not only had we not acted before, but he like kind of took it upon himself to kind of show us how to do this. And he, like he said, gave us a lot of gems and gave us the confidence to hopefully pursue it after this.
And what was it like filming the ceremony? Because I know there was some real footage but then you guys got to...
Here's the amazing thing. So my character had one line that she was supposed to speak in Paris outside of the palace. And since it was a real place, they had to film it. We got to film in the real palace in Paris, the presidential palace, the White House of Paris. And so they had to fly me all the way to Paris for this one line. And then when they got there, they cut the line. So I got to fly all the way to Paris. I was still in the scene, but then the line ended up getting cut, or it got changed, I should say. I do have a couple lines, but I thought that was funny. But it was amazing to be, and also some of the real people, like the actual ambassador to Paris when the event happened is in the scene with us. So between takes, I just sat and asked her every question about what's it like to be an ambassador, particularly the ambassador to Paris, and what was it like when this event happened? What did you have to do? It was amazing.
And before we wrap, I do want to ask you about the kids. What was it like seeing kids playing young versions of yourselves?
So funny.
Odd.
So
Yeah,
funny.
but hilarious.
They got the
Especially-
dynamic good, though.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
really nailed it, and especially mine. He was like, it was like talking to him was like talking to an adult. He's such a smart kid, and they did such a good job, all of them. We were just very happy with it.
No
Yeah.
kidding, that kid was smarter than we are. I'm just like,
And you've got to spend a lot of time with some kids on set. And that can always be a challenge. So what was it like? What was it like getting to know them?
These kids were great. I have many sons in this movie. I have 3 different children in the movie portraying different ages of Alek. And they were all fantastic and fun and sweet. And I'm a mom, and so I just go and be a surrogate mom whenever I'm on set.
I don't know, man. You ever just feel like life is just pushing us towards something? Like some greater purpose?